Hey guys, this is App Reviewer. Today we'll be taking a look at the Linear Pure Series Infinity White case for the Galaxy S2. This comes from SGP and it retails for $24.99, and it comes in a variety of different colors that you can find on their website, which include pink, white, yellow, light pink, blue, and green. So let's pop into the case and we'll see exactly what it comes with. So you guys should be accustomed to SGP's packaging and what they include in all their cases. But if you're not, I will show you that right now. Within the packaging, you will get an ultra crystal screen protector. These are awesome. They're great, wonderful screen protectors, and I'm glad that SGP has sent out their cases. Now I have about 5 or 6 of these. And then you get a microfiber cloth to help clean up the screen if you need to. And then we have the case itself right here, which is a 3-piece case made out of plastic. It's nice because it covers both the back, the sides, and the top of the bottom of the device, so it will provide some maximum coverage around there. And let's pop this out and we'll see exactly how it fits. So you have a back plate, which will cover obviously the back of the device. You have a bottom piece, and then you have sort of a top and middle bumper that covers both the top and the sides. Installing this onto the phone is rather cumbersome, so if you're a person that likes to switch out cases, this might not be the one for you. So what you have to do is first you pop on the back plate, then you get the larger section and you slide this in. And then finally you get the bottom and you snap it in. As you can see, you have some hinges right here which will hold it all into place. Just like that. So right off the bat you can see that the cutouts on this are fantastic. Right on the back you have a nice cutout for the 8-megapixel camera. It is recessed just a little bit, so you don't have to worry about that scratching up if you were to place this face down on a table. On the left and right hand side you do have the cutouts for the volume up and down and the power button, and I do love what they've done here. So because the plastic is rather thick on these sides, in order to prevent resistance with the plastic in your fingers, they actually cut it out very nicely. So as you can see, it is recessed just a little bit, but it has a nice contoured cutout right around here. So your finger rests in there very nicely, and all you feel is a naked button, so you don't touch the plastic at all. And it's super responsive and very clicky. And same thing goes for the power button. So your finger rests right in that groove, and you don't get any resistance at all from the plastic. Now the whole screen itself is left untouched, so you have access to the power button and then the capacitive buttons on the sides. The top works fine as well. And I do have a screen protector on here. You don't have to worry about that bubbling up at all. It has a nice lay on the table design. As you can see, it's very small, just a slight lay on the table design, but it will get the job done. So if you replace the screen side down, you don't have to worry about the screen scratching up. At the bottom of the device you do have SGP's branding. So you can see it says Linear, and then you do have a cutout for the speaker, which works fine, no sound muffling at all. At the bottom you do have 2 cutouts. One is for the micro USB charging port, which is ample and large, so I've had no issues with my chargers. And the secondary microphone cutout works just fine. And finally at the top you do have 3 separate cutouts. One is for the antenna jack, one is for the main microphone. I've had no issues with that. And then you have the headphone jack, which is cut out right here at the back as well, so you can use that with some larger headphones as well. Now I do have one minor annoyance that I wanted to point out regarding the case. While these sides are super tight and super solidly held together by that one mechanism right there, the back has nothing that really holds it into place, so it does tend to shake in there just a little bit, as you can see. So while it doesn't affect the usage of the case, it's just something that's annoying. So whenever I'm holding the case and doing something on my phone, I usually hear that rattle up and down, and it's just a little bit annoying. So it doesn't really affect the usage of the case, but it's just something I wanted to point out. I just wish that the case was built a little bit better, just so that there was a groove around here where the back plate could hold on to, and then it would prevent that rattling. So being an all white and glossy plastic, you will have some cons to it. First of all, if I can catch it with the light, you can see that it does pick up a lot of fingerprints and scratches. Now because this is a white model, you don't really tend to see it as much unless you catch it with the light just right. But if you were to pick up some of the other colors, you will see those more easily and more visibly. Now because it is glossy, it does seem to get some of the grease on your hands, which means that this is a little bit more slippery than I'd like it to be. It's not as grippy as a matte finish, and those are the ones that I prefer, obviously, just because they're a little bit more comfortable to hold. But on the positive side, this is a beautiful case, so it's nice and shiny. As you can see, it looks pretty clean unless you really want to look at the fingerprints. and overall I'm pretty pleased with the actual looks of the case. But the case itself is a joy to hold, just because it has these cutouts right here that I mentioned, so your fingers rest in there very nicely. It's very comfortable to hold. It's not too bulky, but at the same time it's not too lightweight either. It's just at the perfect weight and dimensions, and it's probably one of the nicer cases that I've held, and it's very comfortable, slides in and out of your pocket very easily. And in terms of protection, you will get some pretty decent protection out of it, just because these sides all around here are thicker than the middle, so they seem to be like a reinforced bumper that'll protect from any potential damage. The back itself is rather flimsy, like I said, so I don't really see as adding much protection. It's really just to cover up the back and protect it from scratches. But overall, as a daily case, it's definitely a good one. It will offer good protection, it's stylish, and other than those minor mishaps like the back rattling and then the fingerprints that collect up in there, it's definitely a winner in my book. So if you want to check out the case, make sure to do so over at www.sgpstore.com. I'd like to thank them for sending out this case and the others for review, and I'd like to thank you guys for watching my videos and for your continued support. So anyhow guys, thanks a lot, and stay tuned for more of my videos. Cheers.